everyone. This is 1st of August. It's been a very rainy day since whole morning, but now it's getting slightly better, so we decided to come to the garden and see how everything is going. And I have been wanting to harvest these beans for a long time, but I thought I should first make a video before I harvest, and then I would like to share this with you. So in this year, we decided to grow not just one type of beans, but several types of beans. So we have 4 types of runner beans and 2 types of bush beans. When we talk about beans, we always think about that it will take a lot of space to grow, but if you have very limited space, like if you have 1 by 1 meter square area and you want to grow beans, I would suggest to use runner beans. I would suggest you grow runner beans instead of bush beans, because runner beans, you can make them grow vertically. So what you see behind me is typical runner beans, which are called Phaceus vulgaris in Latin, and in general terms we call it runner beans. So they come in different colors. Sometimes they are red, sometimes they are purple, sometimes they are green. We really got bored of seeing all the greens in the garden on long poles, so we decided to get some of these purple runner bean seeds, so you can see how beautiful they look. So they start green, and after some time, like after 2 weeks of growth, they turn purple, like deep purple. I actually have a lipstick in this color and I really like to wear it a lot. We sowed them in almost last week of May, because it was really cold here. It was snowing all the time. It stopped snowing first week of May, and then we had peas in the same bed, in the center part of this bed. This year I decided to go all in and sow 20 beans around each pole, and what I see is that we have better growth, and the snails, even if they got to 1 or 2 plants, they didn't finish the whole harvest. So we still have a lot for us, and they support each other. So when you have more beans around one pole, they don't fall down from the poles. So plant at each 2 centimeter, and we sowed them 5 centimeters deep so that birds do not pick on them. So how do you know your beans are ready to be harvested? They should snap like this. So they shouldn't have any fiber. So some of them, they are starting to get a little bit of fiber, so we are late because we wanted to make this video. So on the other side of this system, because the shape is like this, it's a tunnel, we have green beans. So you can see the flowers of these beans, they are white. Unlike the purple beans, they are white. They are from the same family of beans as the purple ones, but they are green. They remain green throughout their growth, and when you cook them, they stay green. They're very delicious and very crunchy. They carry a lot of flavor, and they are also ready to be harvested. If you have a little bit of space left in your garden and you want beans desperately within 4 weeks, I will suggest you to grow bush beans. The good point, the benefit of growing bush bean is that they don't grow very tall, so you don't use a lot of vertical space, and from one plant you get enough for one person. And the bad point is, once they have given fruits, you have harvested them, you have to take out the whole plant because they are not going to give you another harvest. So you have to have beans in continuation. We sowed these beans 6 weeks ago, and we have been eating a lot from these, and we finished this part, harvesting from this part of the bed, and there were 10 or 20 yellow beans, bush beans, and we harvested them once and then we were done. We took them out, and now we are going to sow a new batch. I'm going to show you in a bit how we sow them. So we sowed them really dense because we didn't want to deal with lots of weeds growing in between, and it seems like a good practice. We didn't provide any extra food for any of these beans, neither the runner beans nor the bush beans. We had some compost uh, put on this bed last year in November, and after that we had some cabbages and broccoli and sprouts grown here last year, and winter in autumn and summer. So this year we just put the beans in, and they are supposed to fix nitrogen in the soil. So after we are done with these beans, I'm going to plant some broccolis here to use that nitrogen. I really wanted to talk about how to utilize the small amount of time you have in a cold climate and how to smartly use the space. So as you can see, we are growing a lot of beans here. We sowed them 6 weeks ago, and just before that we transplanted some of these brassicas here. So these are Brussels sprouts throughout the bed. So they take a bit of time to grow, but beans, they grow really fast and we will be done with them within 4 or 5 weeks. So it took them 6 weeks to give us fruits. As you can see, they are giving a lot of fruits, and probably we'll eat them for 2 more weeks and then we will take them out, but the bed won't be empty. They are these Brussels sprouts, they will continue growing. Just to show you how we sowed our beans to get this kind of harvest, we made holes approximately 5 centimeter deep. So in each hole I'm adding approximately 5 seeds. So these holes, they are 10 centimeter apart approximately, or if you don't want to measure, just use your hands. And I'm not going to do a lot of covering, just cover it, that's it, lightly. Don't stamp on it because soil might get really tight, so just cover it lightly. You can remove any of the weeds which you might see, but since this is no dig, we don't have a lot of weeds here. And that's it, you're done.